I'm Paul Skeldon, one of the editors at TameBay, and I'm here at the ePages Commerce Summit in Hamburg, and I'm talking to Stephan Schambach, an e-commerce pioneer here in Germany and founder of NewStore, about why small businesses need to go mobile.
Smaller retailers, like all retailers, need to look at mobile simply because their customers are on mobile. We wake up with an iPhone or an Android device in the morning, and it's probably the last thing that we put away, sadly enough, in the evening. So we are on that device all day. We can be reached on that device. We can open and respond to push notifications. And if you're not there as a retailer, you may not be in touch with the customer at all, or only limited to the times when the customer has occasional access to a desktop computer, which is probably not what you want. Now, mobile is different from a desktop web experience in that it's a very small screen, so you have to think very hard about the user experience being different. It enables additional things that customers are expecting, such as single sign-on without form filling, more convenient payment methods like Apple Pay or PayPal One Touch, geolocation. It has all sorts of other sensors, and only if they're being used does it become a frictionless and very convenient user experience. And as a retailer, you have to think about this, because simply extending existing websites to small screens leads to a poor user experience. So long load times, forms that are not really working on a small screen, for example. The challenges for small retailers is that to provide an adequate or very good user experience is expensive. There are native development environments like Xcode for iOS that acquire specialty talent that retailers often don't have access to or have to outsource, and that can easily go into the hundreds of thousands of pounds to develop a native app, so that's often out of question. There is an alternative that's called mobile web or progressive web, which is written in a web browser, but it's just as complex today, unfortunately, because it's relatively new technology. It's not using HTML, it's basically using special JavaScript libraries instead. But to handle this in-house is complex. It's complex even for big retailers, by the way. So let me give you one example. We were in touch with Sephora in the US, and they have excellent apps, and they have very good user experiences on smartphones, not just for the consumers, but also in-store, and they have interesting, innovative applications. For example, you can have your face in the front camera, basically from the front camera, and you can see yourself with different versions of makeup, and you can order it, and you can not just to be shipped to your home, but you can take it away from the store where you do this. So super innovative. But it comes at the cost of a 50 people developer team that most retailers, even big ones, won't be able to afford. So technology has to catch up and provide solutions where, with a simple, more simplistic, just customization and rebranding and design, the three platforms that matter, iOS, Android, and mobile web, can be addressed cross-platform with one code base. So that's fundamental, because otherwise it's simply too expensive to own an adequate mobile user experience. There may be a few retailers that are born digital and have the staff to do this, but the majority won't be able to do it. So it's better to be on the lookout for cloud-based solutions that can be subscribed to, that are affordable, that are meant to cater to the SMB space. And there are some. I mean, if you look at Square, for example, in the US, granted it's not really an e-commerce solution, but it's an in-store solution. But basically, it is mobile. It uses mobile devices. It is much cheaper than a POS system or a full-blown POS system. It doesn't require any infrastructure other than a few plastic stands and power, and then you can provide a terrific checkout experience as a small business.